guys? Tambo here with your Week 3 core report. It was another huge week for Run Pure members as once again our logos were all over the leaderboard. I myself actually kicked things off, hitting for 38K on the Thursday NFL Showdown slate, and then once again with another 35K on the PGA slate for President's Cup. You can catch all my core plays and attack plan for every NFL slate as well as for PGA available to premium members on runpuresports.com. You Kill Bill Walsh followed up nailing his CFB core plays for the second week in a row. Shout out to GoBoys18 for hitting over $7,500 on the Friday DK CFB slate. On the NFL main slate, the man shipped big yet again with a $105,000 hit on DraftKings. But once again, it was one of Big T's cores that broke the slate on Monday Night Football. Big T made the unique call of plugging kicker Graham Gano in at captain, opening up salary to load up on studs for a projected low total game. Tony actually called his shot earlier in the day on our free NFL Showdown show.
What does a kicker have to score to get you there if you play him in the captain, Tony?
I mean, I think to like full ship, you would need 5+ field goals. But in a game like this, you could get 5+ field goals.
By the way, if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, what the hell are you thinking? It's free. Just click the red subscribe button on our channel or the bottom right corner of our videos. Big T's strategy paid off big time, shipping literally all the money on DraftKings. Tony won over $280K himself, but he was not alone. RPS members chopped the top prize in the DraftKings Millie Maker, including JCOM turned $70 into $7K. Derek Bowe turned $45 into over $10K. B-Wall-Show5 did the exact same thing. BP Consi turned $90 into over $10K. Jeffy B123, Noon7, MVY Littell 1928, Armed Rogery, Hard Work 24/7, and DSF Dom all joined in, hitting over $10K each. Jay Gingery turned $245 into over $12K. Gators S070, Master 24, and APOC 14 hit for $13K each. Guy Nation Matt Guy shipped over $20,000. Hayla Made himself hit for $20,000 as well. Uncle T even got in on the action, shipping over $27,000. And Rubio's core plays and playbook nailed the game script too, and he joined in on the fun, hitting for over $19,000 himself. I cannot stress enough the benefits of being a member at Run Pure Sports. All it takes is one night like this, and it can set you up for the entire season. And we give you guys the tools and content to make it happen. Head on over to runpuresports.com to check out all our premium options, including SaberSim packages, and we'll see your screenshots in the Discord soon. Until next week, good luck in your contest, and let's keep running pure.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Run Pure Sports Showdown show. We're breaking it all down for you guys. We got the Chiefs, we got the Bucks, we got a game for you guys to talk about here. I'm with the crew, though. Obviously, need to talk about your guys' day. I see the chat talking about hoops, so a lot of stuff going on over here at Run Pure Sports. Let's go over to you first, Megan. How is it going over there, and are you pumped for this game?
Well, I am super pumped for this game because obviously not a good day. Washington lost. I hate seeing Philly win. And my fantasy lineups were not great, although I am having a pretty good afternoon slate, so that might make up for it. So kind of a rough day, but I'm bringing in a picture of Rob Gronkowski. I won this showdown. This is my guy. He was my captain in the 2020 or the Super Bowl a couple years ago. So I'm trying to run it back tonight. So I'm hoping to bring back the magic from the Super Bowl showdown a couple years ago.
All right. Well, you're going to have to get Gronk back in there. I don't know how that's
possible. I know. I'm playing with 3 different players.
Cameron Brate season?
We'll find you a tight end maybe. We'll have to figure out how to make it work. Let's go over to you, Rubio. Talk to me about how the day went. You were at the whiteout game with Big T. So how's everything going over there for you? And are you excited for this game?
I'm excited for this game, and the whiteout game was a lot of fun this Sunday. I mean, I had success in Rainmakers, got about 2/3 of my buy-in back in the classic slate. That's what happens when you play Javonte Williams. But, I'm looking forward to this game. I like a little bit of the options where we have Rashad White down low. Do you play him? Do you not? Do you go to these top wide receivers? Do you play both quarterbacks? I don't know. We have a lot of options. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sweating NBA right now too, so it's kind of a vibe. I'm feeling it, man. How are you doing?
Yep, things are good here. Obviously, man, my Packers are in a little bit of a game right now, so I can't watch it right now. But they have been pretty embarrassing to let this happen to Zappy. But overall, it wasn't the worst DFS day. Could have been better, but we take it. Kurt, we got your team coming up next. Obviously you're a big Bucks fan, so obviously you're going to give out some Bucks takes. I know you're not a homer though. You picked the Packers against the Bucks recently, so. Let's get your thoughts on the day, and let's also get your thoughts on how you think your Bucks are going to do tonight.
All right. Well, today I started off with crazy. I almost had the showdown nuts. I ended up like 4Xing my money on showdown today. So I was like, oh man, today's gonna be a great day. I had a sweat already. I'm already 4X on money. And then the slate started, and it was very, very bad because I didn't have enough of the Lions game. So that was bad. I was over on Dobbins, and then until every other running back in his price range went off. So lost a good bit today. Did not do well. I think I probably lost a little bit. Lost a shit ton on the classic, but if you put everything together for the showdown and everything, I didn't lose that much. But I'm ready to go for the Bucks game today. I think I might actually be on my Bucks for the first time this year almost. It feels like, besides like in their primetime games in the 4 o'clock game against Packers.
We'll definitely have to talk about it. Guys, if you could please hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Helps us out a ton over here at Rum Pure Sports. Before we dive in, we want to talk about how big of a week it's been. Obviously, we had Big T hit for that 280K. So that was a massive hit. We got another guy, ESPN 24 hours, 7K. JCOM hit $70 into 7K. This is on the showdown slate. We got showdown winners for you tonight. Big T has his showdown players that'll be up that entire pool. So be sure to check that out on the premium side. Hey, maybe he'll have a nice core for you guys to be able to get. So sign up right now at Run Pure Sports to check it all out. We got Derek Baugh and B Walsh 05. They each turned $45 into 10K. BP Kanzi turned $90 into 10K. We got Jiffy B123, Noon 7, Lettle, Arn Rodgery, Hard Work 247, and DFS Dom. They all hit for $10,000 each. I mean, this wasn't just Big T winning, right? This is why we call it the members never win, because people just joke that only Big T wins. That's not true. A lot of people win over here at Run Pure Sports. The coordinators win. You got Hoop winning. You got all these members winning. So tons of people turning money into a little bit of money into a lot of money over here at Run Pure Sports. Jay Gingery turned $245 into 12K. We got Gators 070, APAC 14. They hit for 13K each. Our guy Uncle T, who's in the chat, what did he hit for? He hit for about I think 27K. So it was a nice little win for him. Guy Nation, he hit for 20K. Taylor Made another 20,000, and then our guy Rubio. I mean, Rubio, you hit for a lot of money. Why don't you tell people a little bit about that and kind of the sweat, because it was a good time. Before we kind of dive in, let's get the point of view from you right now.
So I just want to say I was winning 290K before Big T's fucking dickhead train ran me over. I love Big T. He did treat me to a good Thursday night with the tickets, the Montgomery Inn and stuff. So I can't really say fuck Big T anymore, but he did fuck me on Monday. I mean, that double kicker, I was so salty.
Me and Greg had the same lineup.
Yeah, so. No, I did not. No, I had Hendershot. I had him in my core.
Me and you had the same exact lineup.
What?
Me and you had the same.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Kurt. Yeah, me and you had the same lineup with Hendershot, because you went Hendershot over that Jake Ferguson, which I think Ferguson came in a lot more chalky. Hendershot's been a stud for us. If we followed college football, we had the best college football people in the business. And again, you're part of the team, Kurt.
He beat me in preseason.
Oh yeah, he ate in preseason too. So going Hendershot really helped me out to win 20K. So I mean, the fact of the matter is, we got showdowns galore. We're smashing it to start the year, and I feel like we're just going to continue it. It's just a really nice vibe. I love showdown slates a ton.
Yep, showdown slates are definitely good. I even saw Big T on Twitter. He was like, can I say showdown slates are better than main slates? So thought that was really funny. Daniel, you're asking for some pricing. There's tons of different options. I'm just going to post the link for you in the chat. So I'm doing it now. I'm hitting you with the @ as well. So check out that page. That'll show you all the options that we got over here at Run Pure Sports. I mean, you got monthly, we got weekly, we got yearly to combine all the packages together. So I can't sit and just rattle them all off. So just check it out yourself there. Link is there in the chat, and should be a good time. But we got people talking in the chat about Geno Smith. It was a massive day for Mr. Geno. He got the job done. But listen, we got some showdown to talk about. We don't got too much time, so let's dive in and discuss it. Rubio, I'll head on over to you first. Who's the captain today? I mean, we should go to you first, because after you having a pretty nice weekend, we got to know what the Rubio core is, of course. We got to know what Rubio's on, because you're the one who did the playbook. So if you haven't signed up at Run Pure Sports and you want to try and hold hands with Rubio tonight, well, he's the guy who did the playbook. So be sure to check that out. Rubio, tell me about the captains.
My captains tonight are simple. I'm only going 3 guys. I'm going Mahomes, I'm going Kelsey, and I'm going Mike Evans. The biggest reason why I'm not going Brady, like, even though I understand there's a ton of weapons, but it feels like Evans is his main go-to guy in the red zone. And Evans been his best wide receiver, not only to start the year, obviously he missed week 3, but he actually looks like a huge body target. And then you also have like guys like Julio, Godwin and stuff. I just can't really trust them. So I'm just going to narrow it down to Mike Evans. If Brady's throwing touchdowns, I feel like it's to him. Mahomes can spread it out a little bit more, so I don't mind him, like, at a captain. And he can also run. So that's the biggest thing. If I'm playing a quarterback at captain, they got to be able to run the ball at least a little bit. And obviously Kelsey's his main guy. As Kurt said in week 1 against the Cowboys is what it was with the Bucks. They're weak over the middle in terms of their defense. They're not weak in any spot, but they're the weakest over the middle. And Kelsey kind of fits that mold. Kelsey's also the number one wide receiver and number one wide receiver tight end in Kansas City. I'm expecting a big game. Got a nice lineup with Rainmakers with Mahomes, Kelsey, and Juju stacks. So those are my guys tonight.
All right, those are your guys. Let's go over to you next, Kurt, because you're a Bucks fan. We got to get your takes on that. Who do you got? Or maybe are you going Bucks heavy? It sounded like you like them. So what's your thoughts here on the captain slot?
Well, I'm going to probably be more Kansas City heavy, but I think the Bucks might barely win the game. It's going to make sense, I promise. So I usually always fade Evans in these spots, and it haunts me, but I love Evans today. I'm going to run it back. I'm going to try to pick a Kansas City pass catcher, not Travis Kelsey, to captain. It's going to be tough. No one likes to do it, but I'm going, like we said, attack the middle in this Bucks defense. Juju, averaging like 6 targets a game. I think he's due for a breakout game. We've been saying it for 4 weeks. I've not really been heavy on him before this, but you can attack the Tampa Bay in the secondary, especially over the middle. Give me Juju as a captain, as a sleeper captain.
Yeah. Do you think that what?
Kelsey Mahomes, the typical captains as well, but I say Juju is my far out captain.
All right, Juju it is. Juju's always one that can just pop off for a big game for sure. I know there's some talk about Clyde Edwards-Helaire and like how well he's been running. So I don't know. I think McKinnon's going to be a good value option that we can go to. I don't know if I'd put him in the captain, but I do think he's an interesting guy that we need to discuss as we kind of move this thing along. But let's go over to you, Megan. Let's talk about the captain slot for you. How are you handling the captains on this slate?
Well, as far as my kind of safer captains or guys I'm not worried about the ownership, I like Kelsey and Fournette are my 2 favorites. Fournette's getting just a ton of usage on that side, and then you don't really have to pick a pass catcher. And then everything they mentioned about Kelsey, obviously he's their best weapon. So they are my 2 favorites. However, my lower owned captain that I really like is Chris Godwin. I know he's active. We don't know what his role is going to be tonight, but in Showdown, you take risks, right? So I'm willing to take a risk there and do some Chris Godwin captain as well.
All right. Well, you are someone that, you're the one who won this last game when they played on Showdown. So obviously we got to hope that you can go back to back on it. Should be really interesting. I will say last week I was on Mr. Brandon Ayuk, right? And
you were.
Ended up being the captain. So we'll have to see if I can run that back here. Maybe I can guess the right captain again. Rubio, let's go back over to you. I want to ask you, we got a lot of people watching right now. We got 560 watch. We got 113 likes. We got to get those likes up. Rubio, what number do we have to get to in the next, 35 minutes or so to give out one of the cores? And whose core are we giving out?
It's got to be Hoops, right? It's got to be.
Oh, baby.
I will give out Hoops core, and I'm going to put the number at it's a high bar, 225. We got to get 100 more likes, and Hoops, his $1 million core is going to be out.
There you go. Let's get it up to 225. That's what we got to do to be able to get the job done here. Let's move over and talk about the flex spots now. And Rubio, let's go right back to you to talk about it because, hey, the flex is obviously a key spot. You can make some big fades at times. What if you faded Mahomes and Brady tonight? Not saying you should, but man, that's a lot of ownership you'd be getting rid of right off the bat. So there are some key things you can do here. Who are some guys that you're playing, though, that you just think you need to have in the flex spot?
In the flex spot, what I'm looking at here is obviously Mahomes, Kelsey, Evans. There's my top 3 plays. Put it in the playbook there. But I'm also thinking of guys like Juju Smith-Schuster, who's I think really going to be good in the slot, or just that short yardage role that they have, man. Another big game in week 3, a big game in week 1. Obviously, week 2 is a dud against the Chargers, but I just like him in this offense. I think the 7K price tag is a little bit low. Another guy that I'm also looking at in the flex is this one's on the cheaper end of things, is Rachaad White. So Leonard Fournette has talked about maybe reducing his workload, and that would probably funnel into Rachaad White getting maybe 5 to 7 touches, which could be worth it at $600. I mean, that's basically bare minimum on showdown slates, and it allows me to fit whoever I want on this slate too. So Rachaad White is someone I think who's going to be a sneaky in the flex, but he might come in at like 8 to 9% or something like that, which may lead to a funnel of lineups. But I'm also going to go ahead and just throw out one more name here. I think, I'm obviously in agreement with Megan here. I think Godwin is definitely going to be a guy tonight. As long as he's healthy, like he is someone who we paid like $11K for last year, and now we're getting a discount at $8,400. I know all his health is something that we got to be concerned about, but you take a risk on a guy like Godwin. It's showdown. Like the fact of the matter is he could have 10 catches for 75 yards and all of a sudden he's optimal, and it's only $8,400 too. So you're getting a big discount on him. You can gamble on his health a little bit, something I'm really looking forward to here.
Yeah, it should definitely be interesting to gamble on that. Obviously it could pay off big time. Kurt, let's go over to you. Are you going to try and take the shot on that? Who are some flex guys you're looking at? Maybe it's a big Brady fade. Maybe it's, I know you already said you like Mahomes, but maybe it is Mahomes. Who are some of the guys that you're looking at in the flex spot up top?
Rubio took all my player, so I follow all the Bucs sites. I follow all the beat reporters, all stuff like that. So I'm a fan. And that's what I was seeing in practice is how they're wanting to work in White more. And Leonard Fournette said it's a big concern to him to kind of have longevity in his career. And the way to do that is to get White more involved. So the fact that the coaching staff's working on it, Leonard wants to start doing it as well. I'm all on board on Rachaad White tonight. I'm even coring him. I think he might sneak in the box here tonight. If he's $600, if he catches 2 passes, which he can catch the ball, at Arizona State, it frees up a lot in a game that you're going to need to spend up for these studs. So I'm all in on Rachaad White, probably more than I should be, but I'm taking a stand here, and it lets me get all these guys that I want to get. As far as the Bucs pass catchers go, I prefer Julio over Godwin. I think he's a little bit more healthier. We saw what happened when they rushed Godwin back earlier with the hamstring. I think he's going to make a big impact on the plays he's there. However, I think Julio's more healthy, and we saw how active he was when he was in. I think they push Julio more than they push Godwin tonight.
All right. Well, pushing Julio in there, that's interesting. Obviously, Julio's a guy that we like playing him when he's healthy, right? And he may not be healthy today, but might be the healthiest he is the rest of the year, just because that's how that guy goes. I mean, once he gets banged up, it can get pretty ugly. So we'll have to see. Megan, let's go to you. Talk about these flex options up top. Who are you playing that you're really interested in?
Yeah, I like all the guys that the guys mentioned. My other ones that kind of weren't mentioned were maybe go back to the tight end thing. Yeah, I did Gronk in the captain, but maybe a little Cameron Brate in the flex. I also like McKinnon. I know you mentioned that earlier, and I think that's a really great call. I think, just his price savings that you get from CEH. I really like McKinnon just to get that value savings in the flex. Those are my 2 kind of flex that aren't in my kind of core captains. And of course the quarterbacks.
Yeah. I mean, the quarterbacks, that's the big one that I always look at as like interesting fades, just because
Right.
once you fade one of them, like that's one way you're already just really different. So it's something that I always think about, like, hey, I can just fade one. It's not like I'm saying they're all bad. I'm like, one of them can easily not do as well, or other guys can go off. We see it all the time. So and obviously salary matters, and there's a lot of expensive guys that you can pay up for. Rubio, let's go back to you. What about the values here? I know we talked about White a little bit as an interesting option.
Mangone. I got to tell you something. Guess what just became final?
Oh, he did it.
The Packer game?
Hoop, $1 million.
Boom.
Oh, that's
Boom. Good job,
Congrats.
Hoop. Congrats,
Oh
Hoop.
my God, man. Like
That's
you said in
amazing.
his core, Gino, Hawkinson, what was it? Who else do we have? Like, it's just unreal, man. Oh my God, $1 million bucks.
Lockett, Hawkinson, Gino, and Jamal. He had the nut stack. He led you
Wow.
right. He led you right there to the million people.
Stack the game that gave him what,
that-
93
That
points?
stack went off today. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, the fact that Seattle and the Lions almost put up 100 was crazy today. So it was wild to see them all go off. But Rubio, what about the values? They're going to get the hoop core if they get the likes up too. Let's remember that. Let's say that again. Get those likes up. That way we can give out that core for the people. Sure, the likes will be filing, and we got 190, so we can get to the 225 for sure. So push that thing home. But Rubio, who are the value plays that you are looking at here?
So obviously, like I mentioned, Rachaad White being a guy who I think if Leonard Fournette does indeed get his workload cut just a little bit, Rachaad White is the logical guy to get those carries or maybe those receptions too. I'm only looking for like 4 or 5 from him. I mean, Hendershot almost shipped for me with 7 in that utility or flex spot. So I mean, that's someone I'm looking at on FanDuel. The go off Megan's point, McKinnon is 6'5" there. He's 6,500 over there. So that's something that you got to look at for value over there. Like the fact of the matter is you're getting a guy with half the snaps at the running back position at 6,500 on FanDuel. That's something I'm definitely down for. And that's a value over on that site. When you're looking at like what else is on the slate, and there's not a whole lot of options below 2K, 3K even, but you always have the scrub tight ends on Showdown. You got Noah Gray, you got Cade Otton. I don't know if Kyle Rudolph is active or inactive right now, but I'm looking at maybe like those where you get that little shovel pass from Mahomes into the end zone or something like that. That would give you probably the optimal build. You just need like 7.5 from them or something like that. So, I mean, outside those Rachaad White and those scrub tight ends and McKinnon on FanDuel, of course, I mean, I don't have a ton of value plays, and it feels like my pool is a little bit smaller when I'm looking at the slate because we have a lot of these Bucs wide receivers who are priced up from last week where we had Evans, Julio, and Godwin miss. So all these guys are priced up a little bit, and they made a lot of fades and kind of narrowed down the player pool naturally.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go back over to you, Kurt. Obviously, you talked about White a little bit as a cheap value play. Who are some of these other ones? Maybe McKinnon is kind of in play. Not saying he's like an extreme value or something like that, but I do think he better be better than a Clyde Edwards-Helaire. What are you doing with some of the cheaper options here? Maybe it's a kicker day here, Kurt.
I love McKinnon. He's 4,600. He's led this team in snaps for the past 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, how do you not love that? Obviously, Clyde's gonna get the goal line work, but like if it's third down in like the 5-yard line, McKinnon's gonna be the one in. I think he's way too cheap. Someone who I wish was cheap on the Bucs side was Rubio. Mentioned they got priced up, but Cole Beasley 4.8. He would be kind of sneaky as far as like 3.5 goes because everyone wouldn't play him because all the other guys are back. I think he'll be a little bit more involved in what we suspect. Tom Brady had a comment about how it feels like he's been throwing to Beasley for the past 15 years. When Tom Brady says something like that, he's going to be advocating for that guy to get on the field no matter what it is. They'll have situations for him. Definitely probably a third down guy, but wouldn't be surprised if he kind of sneaks in. You never know. I mean, 4,800 if you're MMEing, I definitely have him in my pool. As far as the kickers go, anytime there's 2 high scoring teams, you got to throw them in the pool. I don't think their priority as much as the past 2 or 3 slates, but I will have some exposure. And Bucs D at 3.2. This defense gave old Patty and that offensive line hell, and we're back at home. Strip sack is not out of the equation. 3.2. I do not hate it. They actually made my second build.
All right, Megan, let's go back to you. Let's talk about the value plays here. Who are some of your favorite ones you like down here? I know when you played the Gronk captain, right? I'm assuming it had more spend ups rather than the value plays, but who are some of the values that you like here in this spot?
I mean, the guys have covered a lot of them. Honestly, I haven't honestly in my builds gone too far down besides the Rachaad White call. And I really do. I mean, we talk about this each week. I really do. I was going to ask the weather, like the kickers still, if I'm trying to save a little money, it's it could be a high total game. I don't mind the kickers to save a little money, but I don't, as far as the really low flex plays and really low salary savers, I don't have a ton of interest.
Yes, get him on here.
I wonder who the surprise guest is. Is it Big T or is it Hoop?
It's Slappy. It's Slappy. Yes.
Oh my.
I want to see $1 million man. That's all I want to see.
Yeah. All right.
You better be
Megan,
shit-faced.
keep going with the flex stuff. We'll go to the other thing shortly if we get a chance to.
Sure. Yeah. No. So I personally am not looking to go really low outside of Rachaad White is the only one that's super cheap that I'm interested in. I'd rather go in that like cheaper, like McKinnon kicker, that kind of range. So that's kind of it for me personally.
All right, Megan, we got a question in the chat, Rubio. I got a question for you, Rubio.
I already knew it. I knew you'd see that question.
Rubio, this isn't even me asking, but 4-2, build the way to go tonight. What's the way to go, Rubio? What's the route?
4-2 Kansas City is what I'm on. White and Evans are my 2 guys right now. So that answers the question easily, though.
All right. Well, there it is. Let's just go to everyone. Let's go to Kurt now. Kurt, who do you got? What's the build? How are you building tonight?
Gosh, I hate this, but I'm going 4-2 KC. It's a tasty build with my core. It just fits everything's so perfect. Run it back with my two favorite Kansas City. Oh man, I like 4-2, and it looks really, it looks really good.
All right, so we have 4-2 Kansas Cities. I don't know. I might have to go the other way now. The more I keep hearing this.
5-1 Bucks.
Might have to go 2. I might have to go 2 Chiefs, 4 Bucks. Maybe that's what I'll end up doing. We'll see. Megan, what are you doing? Maybe you can convince me a way to go. What's
I was gonna say I feel so unoriginal because I was gonna say 4-2 Kansas City, but now it makes me want to, like you said, do
5-1
something.
Bucks?
Oh yeah, I'm going the other way for sure.
Exactly.
I'm going the other way. I'm not holding the hands of Rubio and Kurt today, unless Big T wants to hold the hands. That's one I might be interested in. Man's on fire in the showdown streets, but so's Rubio. Rubio's had a hot.
How long do I have to take to get acknowledged here in the victory party, man? Like, what do I have to do to get acknowledged in here?
You can get it. One, Anthony, you can get acknowledged, but we're in the middle of a conversation.
Well, you interrupted when someone wins a millie. You start celebrating a little bit. The content gets pushed to the back a little bit.
What do you mean? I don't have anyone we don't have the person. I got
what
you.
What does it matter? You sit here in your room. You get it done. Who cares?
You didn't win.
Huh? What do you mean? What does that have to do with anything? You're not allowed to celebrate? We're a team.
He's a millionaire man himself.
I mean, I'm waiting for the person.
Is he coming on?
Well, that's what everyone said.
I'm trying to have a circle jerk. Circle jerk.
I was told by Simon he was coming on. So
yeah, get him on here. I'll tell him.
Probably passed out. I hope so.
I'll get him on.
I'm going to 5-1 Bucks right now.
Big T, before, we got 226 likes. So how about you give out the core for
I haven't even pulled the slate up yet. I literally haven't pulled up a single thing. I was rooting on Hoop. I just sat down at the computer. I literally don't know a single thing about it. I'm going to go in and look at the playbook, and I'm going to run Saber Sim, and I'm going to play my teams that way today based on what you guys got. I'll tell you right now.
Well, that's why I shifted over to Rubio. I wanted to have him give out at the 225 likes. We're giving out Hoop's.
Do not follow my stuff today.
All right, so we got Hoop with the double QB core with Juju Smith-Schuster at captain. So we had Juju captain, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, and then on FanDuel, it is Tom Brady MVP with Juju and Mike Evans. So I'm thinking, well, how's he fitting all this? Is it Rashad White? Is it not? I'm interested, but I love that core.
I do got one play until Hoop gets on here. Beasley's got to be a pretty good play tonight.
I just talked about him.
Yeah. I literally don't know. He's got to be getting more work.
With all the guys back and 9 snaps last week?
Yeah, Brady loves the little whiteys.
Told you.
That's true.
I said Brady's
he loves those guys. I don't care who's back.
All right. Let's see. Let's see if there's any chat questions for the people. They got any there? I don't got any questions yet. Let's see if we can get any other questions fired in here. I see someone talking about Dusty Julio Jones.
Yeah, he look Dusty in week 2, baby.
Let's ask.
Oh God, who likes Julio? Not Kurt. Oh,
sadly.
Who you like over him? No, I mean, if you're in that price range. No, you're just gonna leave 1,400. I like Beasley too, so
I'll have a take here in a minute after I put a few numbers in.
We got the extra 5 minutes tonight, and it's always so glorious to have the extra 5.
I need the extra 5.
Because it's 8:20, and I always think it's 15.
Always 100% conversion.
Yeah, it's every single time. I am very behind on trying to figure out what I'm going with.
So we're just gonna burn stuff down if Clyde falls in the box tonight, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's something to make
we're all together on that.
We're all tilting.
And I do think I'm playing. I think I'm going to play the 2 4s. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to do that, run some stuff, call it a day, hope for the best. Maybe you guys will have something better for me, but I don't know. Do you have any onslaughts, Rubio? Any interest in that? Any kickers? What's some other takes you got for the people?
We got a tasty 5-1 onslaught that includes the Chiefs defense, which I'd be going a dog. Like, I didn't realize the Chiefs ended up being a -1.5 or +1.5 point dog here. So I mean, Tom Brady's noodle arm is getting up there in age. The Bucs offense hasn't impressed too much of late, and that could have been the weapons. That could have been other things too, or it could be the sign of a declining legend. So, I mean, that's something I'm interested in. The 5-1 build kind of flows perfectly too. So, I think that onslaught build makes a lot of sense.
All right. Well, that's certainly possible. Let's see. Let's see if any chat questions have finally filed in. Someone asked about the Tampa defense at captain. Don't know if I think that's too great.
Yeah, there's too many points to be scored in this slate for that.
Kurt asked if TB 5-1 and who would your one be on Kansas City? So Kurt, who's your favorite Kansas City option? Let's go with that.
So in the 5-1, I did Kelsey because I feel like if you're gonna do a 5-1, he'd be the only one that would be logical.
Makes sense.
There's no need to do Juju. So Kelsey would be the one in the 5-1.
Nice. Let's see.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
There he is.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Cheers.
Oh,
You
he's a
better be
wine
getting
guy.
blacked out.
No, I'm not a wine guy. I'm an anything guy. I
Yeah.
drink anything. I'm not a wine. I'm
I'm
anything.
about to bust out the wine.
Does it taste better tonight?
It tastes a lot better tonight. It's box wine from Costco.
It could be anything, and it's going
Can't
down
beat
the
it.
holster good tonight.
Can't beat it. Box wine from Costco.
That sounds kind of fire.
And guess what? Tomorrow I'll still be drinking the box wine from Costco.
Yes.
Box wine from Costco is good. It's not bad.
It is good.
Why don't you tell me about the sweat a little bit? I'm sure people are curious about it.
I want to know at what point he realized he had a shot, because Tambo
Actually,
was texting me like an hour and a half. Tambo was your biggest rooter. He was texting me like an hour and a half ago about what you needed.
Yeah. So I knew I had that Lions and Seahawks game, obviously super high. I mean, that was the key. And then I was just looking through my teams. I saw this one team that had Jacobs left with all the top guys from that game. I said, well, if he goes off, there's a chance. I'm not someone that's going to like grind out the math and figure out like exactly what I need or anything. I just knew he needed to kind of go off. And then obviously he got there and got the job done. So yeah, it was a hell of a sweat, man. I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah, Hope, I'm 99% sure you're the one whose Discord is making the noise. So
Yeah, I just squashed it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
He's got to be. I'm sure that thing's going to be going nuts.
That's why I was going to
Yeah,
suggest. I was going to
that-
suggest.
I
If
didn't
you
even get
don't know how to, I can tell you what to do to change.
Yeah,
it.
I didn't even get to watch the game. Like the key game. I was at my best friend's son's birthday party.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm still here, so I didn't even watch the game. So
It's always, I swear, does it not seem like stuff always works out better when that happens? When you're not watching?
for
When
sure.
you're not, that's why we go to bed, right? Hoop? We go to bed, wake up.
That's why I love how you put you in the same bracket with him. Oh, that's why we go to bed. First of all, Hoop goes to bed at like 12:30 in the morning.
I do.
That's still early.
That's the funny part about all of it. Like people say I go to bed early. Like I'm up.
Because
Like
you went to bed
like,
that one time. That one time.
Kurt goes to bed at 8:30 every night. I text you at like 8:45 when we had the nuts the other night and you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Love
See,
it.
I
woke up to take a piss
up.
at 4 a.m. and I was like, yes.
yeah, I'm usually up, but I'm not active. I'm up, but like not actively up. You know what I'm saying?
Same, baby. Same.
So yeah, it was. I mean, incredible. I mean, just incredible sweat. I mean, now I know how Big T feels.
We got 2 millionaire men on the show tonight. I'm pants off
I
already. You guys
mean,
can't tell.
I mean, a while ago, I used to have a lot more money than Big T, and then like over the course of the last few years,
Well, you got more again now. So.
Big T fully surpassed me, and now I'm getting closer, but I'm still not there.
No,
So
you're definitely past that.
that's
You
my
were
goal.
already past, but
my goal is to catch up to Big T.
There we
Which is
go.
hard. Which is
now you
which
got
is
to
hard
ship
to do.
tonight with the random teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hope, do you have any show? I mean, people might want some showdown takes. I mean, obviously,
Yeah, so obviously, your boy is not grinded the showdown super hard. But what I do like is, you guys know who I'm going to. I'm going back to my boy Juju. I like that price tag.
there you go. Juju Captain is going to be.
We gotta ride that.
I like the Juju Captain. That's where I'm at. I'm on Juju Captain.
Who's your favorite cheapie? Rashad White?
again,
There's no way that man's looked at anything.
Yeah.
He's looked at less than me.
Thank you. Thank you.
No way.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
for you guys.
Kurt, direct those questions elsewhere. Don't come to me.
I lobbed you one, Rashad White.
Hoop, you could literally tell
It's
me
not a
anything. I'll
lot
do it
when you
right
ask him
now.
his favorite cheapie. You got to ask him about like Tom Brady or something.
What do you think about Tom Brady, his career trajectory? What are you thinking?
But it is funny though. On the show this morning, we were on their big team. What did we say about that Seahawks game? The one strong point I had is I said I really like DK Metcalf. Now he didn't like break the slate by any means.
I mean, he did good. He got you
really
moving.
good. And I did. I think the team. Actually, I don't even know who was on it. Who was on the team that won? I don't even know who was on that team.
Did you see what happened to Metcalf? How he had to shit?
No.
You didn't see that? So he
They
had to get
guarded
carted
him to the
off.
bathroom to take a dump.
They did the Paul Pierce.
So I was at today. I did the show, did everything up to lock, and then went to my nephew's football game. So I really wasn't even watching the games. I saw the Lions, the 48-38. I said, well, I got to be in good shape because I know I have a shit ton of those guys. And actually, I got to give Crane some credit. Now that I'm looking at this team, Eckler, remember Big T?
Yeah.
Eckler, you and I were kind of iffy on Eckler, and Crane's like this. Eckler's my guy today, and I no joke. Like after that, I bumped Eckler.
Yeah.
That's what the shows can do when you're watching it. Obviously, you're just sitting there, you're breaking it all down, and just go up on someone because you're starting to talk about it and break it all down for sure.
Yeah, seriously. There's no doubt about that.
What a
So,
lineup.
looking at so the bus was the chalkiest dude, and well, not the chalkiest dude, but Lockett only 14.
The sweetest part too is that massive train the guy had that literally had the stone cold nuts on top of it, and you take him down with the unique on top. It just makes it with the
it's
perfect.
gonna be boys. It's gonna be some good content this week. Just it's gonna be fun to just own these fuckers. Just own them. Just own them all week long. I mean, it's just such great momentum, with everyone talking crap about the Run Pure crew, and now, I mean, you just lay the hammer on them, just the full hammer right on these dudes.
Full Monty.
The full Monty for sure. Yeah, Tampa's a guy that actually the first message I got was from our boy Tanner Tolbert. He's like, congrats. I'm like, not watching, I don't know. And then I was like, if Tanner's reaching out, there must be something going on. So
he's always got his eye in there.
Yeah. And then our boy Randone obviously came in there, but it's I don't know, it's just exciting. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, and nothing more rewarding than having that sort of sweat and finish it out. Obviously, just grateful, honestly.
Awesome stuff.
That's an awesome hit. Congrats to you. We got tons of people in the chat too talking as well. We got 721 watching. Guys, we need to get those likes up. Again, we got the number 225 to give out that hoop core, but we definitely want you guys to get the likes up a little bit more. Tons of people are wishing you congrats, Hoop. So check all that out in the
I will
chat.
say one thing I want to add tomorrow for the showdown, and I mentioned it in the chat. If you obviously are a member, I'll be hosting a massive free roll tomorrow for our members. So if you are a member at Run Pure, we're going to have a big free roll for all our people tomorrow night.
Yeah, and if you haven't signed up, go sign up at Run Pure Sports right now. We saw some people asking in the chat how you can do it. I posted the link in the chat, but go check out the pricing, sign up for weekly, monthly, however you want. We got all the content for it. It's not just NFL. We also got, all the sports. We got MMA, we got NBA, we got it all over here at Run Pure Sports. Big T, you got 12 minutes. Have you even looked at the slate yet?
I gotta admit, I told you, like, I was rooting on Hoop. I was getting it done. It's the least I've ever looked at a showdown slate. So if I ship tonight, it's because of the playbook and SaberSim.
Juju's hitting for us.
I mean, I cranked, just to be honest, what I did, because I think this is interesting for people. Well, maybe it is, maybe it's not. When I don't have time, like I don't right now, I figure out what I want to do. I think I hate Tampa, so I'm going heavy Kansas City. So I bump all the Kansas City projections. I make sure I don't have anything besides 4-2 and 5-1 Chiefs builds, and I run it. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to root on the Chiefs to do good. And, yeah, that's where I'm at pretty much. So I know I don't have anything up on the player pool page, but that's what I'm doing. I haven't missed a player pool in a long time, but when someone wins a millie, one of my boys, can't help it, people.
Put on your player pool page to go watch the live show. But I mean, I
I
don't
will
know.
say I gotta built all those teams on SaberSim, obviously. I mean, the tools there are phenomenal. Yeah, this week maybe I'll do. I mean, again, I'm not great. Big T, you know. I mean, I've not been 150ing all that often. Like it's a new thing to me, you know. And kind of transitioning the way I play, obviously, from more like cash games to GPPs, large field type stuff. So I'm still learning my way. Like last week, I built teams, and like it came time to put these teams in. I was like, what did I even do? Like it didn't, like nothing even made sense. A lot of mistakes. But fine tuning the process, and like I said, I'll do some shows this week to kind of break it all down for our people.
Well, that's like it's a good question to ask, because I think sometimes people they find the optimizer really intimidating, Hoop, and like I always say, like, listen, if you like messed up at like 1 o'clock, I know it's not easy, but like literally like spend the like next like 30 minutes after a lock, like figuring out what you would have done so you can like fix that mistake for going forward.
For sure.
Those are things that you can like do. I don't know if that's something you do, but like what are some things that like I guess have helped you with using an optimizer? I'm sure people would be curious to hear.
Just learning from your mistakes, honestly. Like I said, last week I built my teams and I had a bunch of shit, like a bunch of teams that didn't even make sense. You can go through, look at them, you can see your stacks and all that. And like I got to the end, I was like, these teams don't even make sense. And I knew I was probably drawing dead, and I lost everything last week. We just talked about it on the show. This week I spent more time building teams leading up to the week. But the one thing, honestly, with optimizers, again, which it's easy to say right after you win $1 million, the right and wrong way to do things, but you have to put some input in there. Like you have to, like tonight, Big T obviously said he's just letting it roll. Like, that's different.
Don't do this though. That's not the way to do it.
Correct. Like, and that's not what he's going to do every slate, but that is the nice side of an optimizer where you can just let it go and you have competitive teams. But on a main slate for NFL, it's just so important, I think, to put your input in. Like if you just let it run, like you're going to have similar builds as everyone else. You have to put some input in there for sure. Like that's the one thing I'll definitely say.
I mean, just to like put it out there, like it's something that doesn't come quick though either. I know I've been telling Uncle T for a year and a half to start working on it. You can do it in small stakes. Like you're not going to get in there and just be good at it right away. Like you got to play with it, and be honest, you're going to jack up some slates. You're going to have slates where you just mess it up. You're going to lose, and you're going to learn from it though. And then you're going to get better. And if you're not using an optimizer like SaberSim in some form, you're just going to get lapped by the field. And I'm a hand builder. I'm a 1 to 5 type guy, but you still need an optimizer. You're just doing it wrong if you're not using it at all these days. You're going to get lapped.
I started doing it in I think for March Madness. So the first day I ever did it, I binked. So, but thanks to glaucoma helped me. I binked the first time I ever did it. And ever since then, it's been a work in progress. I think until today was the first time I felt very comfortable. All my teams made sense. I went through all 150, and for the first time, I'm like, wow, all these actually make sense. I had the stacks I wanted and everything. I expanded my pool to like 1,500, so I had to do a shit ton of lines for me. That's been March. That's been like 4 or 5 months. It does take time. It's just a work in progress, like they said. But once you get it down, it's like you felt like you fucking conquered something. It's sick.
Well, I mean, the good part about having it is what Hoop said too. Like nights like this, it happens. Like, or Mangone said it too, where if you like jack up something, you run out of time, something changes. You always got just the luck factor where you put it in there. You got our projections, SaberSim's projections, or other projections if you haven't put them in there. And you just run it, and you'll at least have a chance. Like if you don't have that, you're just going to scramble, and you're really going to be in trouble. But
Tony, one thing I can say is like I mean, college football. I've been definitely doing some more MME and been enjoying it. And there was one slate where I didn't get the upload in, and like I got an upload like 30 minutes before, right? And when I got that 30-minute upload in, like it had guys I didn't want. It really did. And I was like, I didn't want this guy. I have him at 50% and 40%. And those guys dudded, and it was a little frustrating. But in the end, I was like, I have teams that are like good teams. It's not like I just like have like something ridiculous in there. So like, and I ended up making basically my money back. Like I think I lost like $20 on like the 600 I played or whatever. And it was like, overall, I was like, hey, at least what I did before, I didn't upload. It's not like I had nothing in there. And like, I had like real teams in there. It's kind of like what you said. At least you're in there right now, Tony. And like, you know what you're using is going to be halfway decent, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like I don't mind it, honestly. Like, yeah, I'm gonna change a few things. It only takes 2 seconds to go in there and bump a few guys you like. Look at the playbook, look at all these guys' recommendations, and you can just go in there and bump the guys they like real quick. And it's gonna, I mean, SaberSim runs all the sims for you, so you're gonna get reasonable teams as long as you don't just go in there and do that every time. Like, the more you work with it, the better you're going to be, like anything. I mean, I've been doing it. I wasn't doing it forever. I've only done it for a year and a half or so. And yeah, I think I'm decent at it now, but it's taken a lot of learning for sure.
Yeah, of course. It just takes some time. And yeah, that's how it kind of goes. Hoop, what else you got for us? Obviously, you're the people you want to talk to. So
I mean, we only got 5 minutes up until this lock. I mean, me and Big T are 0 for 2 in terms of recommendations for the showdown. Anyone have the showdown winners? Like I said,
That's what I need right now. I
I'm
got
always
teams.
listen, you literally
YouTube.
told me we're celebrating. You can't keep.
I want to know Megan. Get it to Megan.
Yeah,
I haven't heard.
Megan,
Who's
we
the
playing
winners,
tonight?
Megan?
Come on, who do we got?
Well, first of all, Hoop, congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
Big T, hello. This is my first time being on a show with you, and I'm hanging
Great
out
stuff
with
last week too, by the way.
goats. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna build this team right now, as you just gave that. So I need 4 plays, not the full team because it's not legal.
Right.
I need 4 from you right now.
Okay.
Starting
Well,
with your captain.
Godwin and the captain, well owned. That's what
Godwin?
I'm going with. Godwin, yeah.
Okay.
And then let me go over here. I'm going Godwin, no Brady.
No Brady. I like that.
Yeah, Godwin, no Brady, Mahomes, Kelsey. I can't say much more, right? And
We can give out Juju. Hoops boy.
Mrs.
Juju?
Hoop. Mrs.
You playing
Hoop wants to
Juju?
say
I do
hi.
not.
Mrs. Hoop wants to say hi.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Where's Holden at?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? He's not on here.
Hold on, to kick her ass off.
Where's Holden at?
All right. I need one more spot, Meg.
McKinnon.
Oh, now you're getting me excited. This team's going in.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
All right.
And we know you like kickers.
Yeah,
What
well,
do you
yeah.
We all like kickers, right?
Put in one of them kickers.
Hey, we
You have to like kickers
we
tonight,
jerk it to kickers
especially.
here at RPS. Enough said. How about Joseph today for us? What a hero. God, kickers are so nice.
Yeah, I like this build. I like
Okay,
this.
good. Yeah, Godwin,
What's
I think
Rubio got? I need one more team, Rubio. You're up now.
We got Kelsey. Or no, well, yeah,
Oh.
Kelsey captain, Mahomes, Evans, and then Rashad White.
Hold on. Who'd you say? You said Kelsey?
Mahomes, Evans, and then Rashad White to fill it out.
Who the hell is this Kansas City kicker? Who the fudge is
He's from
Matthew
the
White?
Chargers.
Brad's going to get out there and bury kicks for us tonight is what it is. Who is it? You only gave me 3 dudes, Rubio. Where's my 4th?
Rubio.
This is a
Rashad
special
White.
show.
Rashad White.
I missed the third guy then.
Mike
Mike
Evans.
birthday party now. So like I said, tomorrow tune in to the shows. We're gonna have a big free roll tomorrow night for the showdown show. Thanks to everyone for rooting it in. Good luck tonight. Run Pure. Appreciate it, boys. Take care. And Megan, take care.
Congrats.
See you guys.
Got it in, Rubio. I got 5 teams, 5 main teams. I guess I need a Kurt team too, since who we got.
I'm with
Kurt?
Hoop. I'm going Juju captain. Actually, well, I have Kelsey captain, but we already had that because that's what
Juju captain. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. Juju. Then what?
I like White
Mahomes.
too. I like White too, and then you can go Mahomes.
Is White gonna get some run? How come you guys all like him?
Yeah,
We don't need much at 600.
You guys love your little dunk. You and Rubio
No,
like
he's
jerk
gonna-
to these little
he's-
600 plays that get
Tony,
you 2
he's
points.
gonna get run tonight. Trust me. He's getting run
Okay,
tonight.
so we got Juju, Mahomes, Rashad White, and who's the 4th?
Mike Evans.
Evans.
I just want to say we're at the game, and whoever that Dolphins receiver that did really well at like near mid price. Who was it? That Thursday night game?
Sherfield, baby. I was on him that
Sherfield,
week.
yeah. Big
on
T
him
sitting
that
over
day
here
too,
like,
baby.
why do you fucks play Sherfield before the game? And then Sherfield's getting his like 4th catch of the game in the 3rd quarter. He's like,
And then I
you
know
and
Jim
Kevin
gets
win
this-
this one.
Oh,
Shit, am I gonna get this in?
I told Big T I'm always playing these sheep guys whenever I get the chance now. It's one thing for sure.
I mean, on these slates you have to because you gotta get the studs in, man.
100%.
I keep landing in this stupid range with like
With
Julio.
Julio,
and
that's
Gage.
that's the.
I was
Tony,
gonna
that's,
say, I was
that's the
like-
only
I
reason
hate
like him.
those guys.
You
Yeah.
got 20. You got 20 seconds. Just so
That's
you
the
know.
only reason I like him. But I go down. I went to Beasley and won and left the salary. But
What about this Watson dude? Can I play him? Is he
Yeah,
gonna
he
house
scored.
one?
I like Dustin Watson. He used to play for the Bucks too. Revenge game.
Yeah. That's it, I think. I
Yep,
like
same
it.
here.
I just put my in. Should be good. Shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, we got some good stuff coming tomorrow, so that's why you should sign up, right? Sign up at Run Pure Sports. It's a good time to do it. Obviously, we got some good stuff coming tomorrow that you got to check out. Obviously, just missed out on the Showdown playbook, but you got some of the winners here. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel too. That way you can check out.
Sim sweatshirts. You guys got these?
I got that. Oh, we're on another one though.
We got the.
You want another? Or you already got
Mine was
one?
lost in the mail, apparently.
I think I have. Yeah, I got that in the shirt.
Yours got lost in the mail.
Oh, Gregory didn't get one?
No, I feel like you guys have my old address. I'm like 2 addresses ago on tap.
Gotta update your info.
I
Well,
did.
mine-
I tried. It is.
Mine got sent to the old address, and then I think Andy hit me up or someone, and they said, "Hey, it got sent to the wrong address." So maybe they DM'd you and you missed the DM. I don't know.
No, maybe they just kept that shit because it's fire.
True, they are fire. I can't wait to start wearing it when it gets colder too.
Yeah.
It was cold up here today, man. No wonder that Buffalo game didn't score. It was so cold up here. I shouldn't play Josh Allen so much.
Anything else, Tony? What do you want to talk
No,
about?
good stuff on the show. I was watching it when I was rooting.
Sounds
I
good.
like the addition of Megan on the show. She keeps you guys neutralized.
Well, thank you, Big T. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just excited to be joining you guys. So that's awesome to hear.
And plus, we had to have you on for the Kansas City showdown. Sheesh.
Oh,
I know. I'm
didn't
really hoping
realize
to
she
run
was a
this
Chiefs-
back.
You're
I'm
like
hoping-
actually a Chiefs fan?
No, she's defending her championship.
Bowl.
This same matchup, correct? Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
same matchup 2 Super Bowls ago. I won this
She
one,
shipped
so
with Gronk and
I
I to
love
run
it.
it back. Yeah,
I didn't
shipped
know
it with
that, or I'd have
Gronk.
played 2 teams with that core. Good
Yeah, I
mojo.
shipped it with Gronk and the captain. And this is why, Big T, I'm not doing Tom Brady, but Godwin stack. Yeah, I did Kelsey and Tyreek without Mahomes in that.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
So I thought it was creative. I loved it.
Kelsey and Tyreek without him.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's
So
nice.
it was good. So looking to run it back tonight. Again, 3 of the guys that were AB, Gronk, and somebody else aren't with us. No, are here.
All
But
right.
that's all right. We'll try.
Yeah.
No, I have fun with these guys. This is a fun show each night. So I'm loving it.
Awesome.
For sure. All right, well, we got to get on out of here. Subscribe to the channel. Check out all the content tomorrow. We'll have a bunch for you guys. So that's going to wrap it up for all of us. For me, Mangone, Megan, Rubio, Kurt, Big T, and Hoop, who's already out of here. We'll see you guys later.